The KCLY Locker Room Show takes a look inside of Tiger baseball headed to the 4A state championships. We talked about it before the regional championship. They got it done with 2 right here at home, and they did dogpile just like we talked about as they prepare now to go to Dean Evans Stadium in Salina. Cole, I'll let you get us started as a senior leader here on our Locker Room Show. I know you know the drill. Introduce yourself, who your parents are.
My name is Cole Platson. My parents are Amy and Corey Platson.
My name is Hayden Sear. My parents are Amber and Chris Sear.
My name is Rylan Gurney, and my parents are Steve and April Gurney.
My name is Miller Kaufman, and my parents are David and Darla Kaufman.
Okay, first I'm going to have you guys kind of give me what the schedule's been like since qualifying for the regional championships. All the guys are handing it back to Cole here. So you win the regional title. What's the week been like since that time preparing for Dean Evans Stadium?
It's really just been a lot of baseball. We're out of school now, so just a lot of practice. They're getting to be a little longer than they have been the last couple weeks, but yeah, we're spending a lot of time at the field and to get ready for tomorrow. As
you guys get set for Salina and making the trip to the state championships, you're kind of keeping the same schedule? Is that kind of the norm as you prepare for state, so you're not getting out of what the day's been like leading up to regionals and regular season?
Yeah, we've had practice at the same time. It's been fun with all our guys, just coming back and being able to play another week, especially for our seniors. And having everyone back is just awesome, just for another week.
Yeah, great stuff. Rylan, as you prepare for the state championships, give us a little look into stepping onto the mound for the Tigers this year. Did you plan on pitching as much as you ended up pitching this season?
No, I didn't. I knew we had a couple arms, but I didn't know I'd pitch this much. But I've had some leaders step up for me and comfort me.
Yeah. Miller, as you work your way around the field, and I've talked about this with other guys, the versatility that you guys have to have playing different positions on the mound and the outfield. Talk about what your expectations were coming into the season and then what the reality's been for you.
Yeah, I really just expected to be in the outfield all season, maybe pitch a little bit, and I guess that's been how it is. But I don't know. It's pretty much as expected for me. I moved around the outfield a little bit, went from center to left field, just had a pretty regular season, I would say.
Talk about the regional championship a little bit. Call him to give you a chance to get the mic back in your hands. The 2 games that you played here at home, the pairings came out. You got the sweep of Con, so you knew you'd be back at home. That was the first step to having a chance to play here for the regional title. What did you know about the teams coming in? What was prep for that like? And how do you keep this young team, 4 seniors, but a very young team, kind of focused and online and not jittery? I mean, I can imagine the nerves had to be pretty big for all of you guys, but especially the underclassmen.
Yeah, we knew what Chapman had, but once we knew we had Hoisington, we didn't really know much about them. And for us, that really wasn't the focus. It was about ourselves and how we're going to play. And it starts with Ryan on the mound. He threw great, and the bats were behind him. So it was really more about ourselves, and it's sort of the same thing this week. It's getting ourselves ready to go beat Paola.
As you get set for the Panthers, I'll remind our viewers and listeners that Cole was once again, what was it, 7 walks on the day in the doubleheader, I think? 8 walks. So again, they take the bat out of his hands, but you got guys around you that are coming through and making things happen. I know it's about you guys. Have you looked at what Paola, you met him 2 years ago. That kind of burns a little bit, I'm guessing, still. Yeah,
I mean, they're about the same team. They got a couple of JUCO arms and a lot of solid hitters, and I feel like we got the same amount of dudes on our team. So we've been working this past week, and I feel like we're going to be ready tomorrow.
Hayden, Riley, or Rylan or Miller, do you guys have anything that someone said to you about going to state? Have they prepped you at all, or is it just take care of business and worry about it when you get there?
Yeah, we just got told to go there, play like we have been playing, and we'll be fine. Nothing matters. Just go out there and have fun. Play your hardest.
Absolutely. Rylan?
Just take it play by play and don't get really tense just because it's the state tournament.
Yeah, easier said than done sometimes, but it's a big time for everybody. Miller, anything
Yeah, it's really just about having fun now. We got the same amount of guys as everybody else does. We made it here just like everyone else. I mean, it's all about coming out to be there, coming out to play.
Cole, one last thought from you as you get set to play in the final weekend, the final 3 games of your high school career. I know you're headed to college, Oklahoma State. That's well documented. What is the feelings like that you've accomplished this to get back to the state tournament? You've been there before. We talked about that. You had a limited number of guys. We've talked about that, but through it all, you guys just kept plugging away and taking step by step. What's it feel like to get that one last chance?
It's great. You know, it'll be 3 out of 4 years for me, which is something I couldn't have asked for when I was a freshman, and it's been an unreal experience the last 4 years playing and having as much success as we've had. But there's no better way than finishing it with 3 more wins. So that's what we're looking forward to.
That is the goal. Let's play Thursday and Friday in Salina. Guys, thanks so much for being with us on the KCLY Locker Room Show. The KCLY Locker Room Show continues with Coach Andy Benn. And Coach, congratulations first off on it's a major accomplishment at any level, and the way your season started, the numbers, it's a story. If you didn't see the last, 10 guys showed up for the first baseball meeting. 14 guys now on this team. You can't even scrimmage against 9 players. It's amazing what you guys have been able to keep the focus and keep progressing through the season. So congratulations on really a terrific accomplishment any season, but this year maybe a step above.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's man, I've never had a group of guys look at me just with the lost look at the meeting, and 2 assistants were there with me, and we looked at each other, and we had to stay confident for them. But inside, you were like, oh, what do we, where do we start? What are we going to do? And we kept things the same. That was the key. They knew the program coming in. These guys that haven't been playing for us a lot, and we just stuck with the normal schedule and had the same expectations, and it worked out.
When did their expectations start to grow, do you think, especially the younger guys, and maybe your upperclassmen believing in them?
Once we walked out of Sabetha, we lost a close game to, State Tongi. They're going too. So 5-3, we made a couple errors that we shouldn't have, and then we 10-run Sabetha, and that's when it kind of started. The guys were like, oh, okay, we can hang around with anybody, and then from then on, it just got better.
And it's, the few games I had a chance to do, we did 6 of them on the air. I had a chance to do 2 double headers, and from each game and it seemed like at bat almost, their confidence, they started to expect to come through, not hope to come through. And when you can do that in any sport, it's a special time.
Yeah, like I said, we have such a tight-knit group. They just don't want to let each other down. Man, that guy in front of them gets on, they want to do anything they can to get on. It's just contagious. And like I said before, we have that lineup set perfectly right now, and we throw it out there and they do their job, and makes us coaches look pretty good sometimes. And but I can't say enough about the 14 kids here. We got out of them just so many things, and we're not done yet.
3 or 4 years, Cole mentioned, to the state championships. That is also a great feat in itself. Paola is your first opponent. You saw them 2 years ago. Cole kind of mentioned they're very similar to what they were a couple of years ago, except they're now more experienced. How do you approach scouting a team, and how do you approach talking with your guys about said team? Yeah,
like Cole said, we focus on us, but also us coaches. We go back and watch some tendencies those teams have, and Paola has 3 or 4 tendencies that we're going to actually work on today, and we worked on yesterday. And you gotta attack their weakness too. Not that Paola has a lot of weaknesses, but they have a few, and we've got a couple things that we're going to try out today at practice for just see if it works out.
I like it. You guys will take off tomorrow. The town will gather to send you off to the state championships. What is the routine like for you guys? Is it very structured? Is it kind of wait and see how that first game's going? How do you approach that?
Well, we're going to take off at 9. We want to get down there and just hang out together, get away from everything. You get to the stadium, and we're going to have to get the awe out of about 10 of them that have never been there and played. So we thought we better go early. And tonight the parents, they're gonna take care of us, feed us tonight, and we're gonna get all the pictures and all that good stuff out of the way tonight, so we can just take off as a team in the morning and go take care of business and hopefully get back there Friday.
Well, I know I can't wait for the first pitch. I can't imagine how those guys and you coaches are feeling, but I know you're prepping, and that's the main thing that your focus is on right now. Coach, really appreciate the time as always. Let's go get 3 this week.
We'll see what we can do. We'll start tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, Tiger Baseball on the KCLY Locker Room Show.